I just accidentally rolled down the hill, but when I got up, I froze. All around me, there were bodies, scattered everywhere. What's even more terrifying, they weren't just ordinary bodies. They were infected, living dead. I was paralyzed with fear. Just then, an infected one in the snow suddenly moved. It crawled out of the ice and snow. I instinctively turned and ran for my life. The screams behind me got louder and closer. A group of infected ones were chasing after me. I knew if they caught me, I wouldn't even have bones left. I used all my strength, running like crazy through the snow. Up ahead, I saw a barricade. A small spark of hope flared in my heart. If I could just climb over, I would be safe. But just as I was climbing, a cold hand grabbed my ankle. I kicked it off and finally managed to climb over the wall. I thought I'd find someone to help, but it was empty. I kept running, going through a barbed wire fence, but more infected ones came from the other side. The wire held them back for a moment, but I knew it wouldn't last long. I crawled on the ground, inching forward. The monsters behind me were tearing at the wire. I pushed myself forward, and finally, I crawled out, but they were right behind me. Just then, a gunshot shattered the air. Someone rushed in, pulled me into a building, and slammed the heavy steel door shut. It was another survivor, but the door was soon banging from the outside. We knew we couldn't stay here. We had to leave fast. I told them my brothers were at the top of the mountain. They had weapons, traps. They decided to come with me. We rode our horses, charging toward the mountaintop. Behind us, thousands of infected were running through the snow. But after a short distance, they suddenly stopped. Then, they turned and ran in another direction. I followed their path and saw a survivor's stronghold. The people in the watchtower took up binoculars. They saw a sea of monsters charging toward them. The warning bells rang louder. They ordered an evacuation. The elderly and children were sent to the basement. The young men grabbed weapons, and the defense lines were set.
Jackson Hole!
The base of the wall was packed with infected. But no matter how hard they fought, the monsters kept getting closer. The commander looked ahead, his face pale. Among the infected, a giant appeared. With one strike, it smashed the wall, and people scattered in all directions. I knew this war was just beginning.